triangle in Bermuda. I can suit her, live in the moon, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise. Make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn up the...
First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today, our new season begins with an NFC South matchup between the Atlanta Falcons and the New Orleans Saints. Set to go, Younghoe Koo ready to do the honors. And we are underway from the Superdome. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Carr. He finds his man, complete. It's Pearson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1. A lot more to go. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Carr now to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Carr. He finds his man, complete. It's Pearson. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 38-yard line. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to the ground, it's Kamara. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Excellent start there. First drive of the season, big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Here we go.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Next, the receivers don't spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a...
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. He completes it to Olave. Touchdown! Chris Olave, 39 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, it's only week 1, CD, but right now this offense, they look in mid-season form.
And what we're seeing is the benefits of all their dedication in the offseason. OTAs, mini camps, preseason, you name it, they did it. All that work and preparation, we're seeing them play really well right now. They're making it all pay off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're in an early hole. First drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Touchdown, Falcons! I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use than that. And one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7.
14, Falcons 7.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
From the 22, Carr. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
Throwing his car on third down. This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's fourth down. Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now. Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta. And taken right at the 35. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And it will be Falcon football. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 25-yard line. They go play action here on first down. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Through one corner, 14-7 our score.
Here we go. Here we go.
Robinson. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on first down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2? Maybe even 3 more plays.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Falcons are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
58 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Carr. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. unfortunate it wasn't picked off.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
7:34.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Complete to Alvin Kamara. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Now Carr. He finds his man, complete. It's Pearson. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 37. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Carr to throw again.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback, and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
Now it's Kamara in the passing game, and he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Throwing on first down is Carr. This is caught. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp. and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw here on first down.
On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He'll drop to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And complete to Drake London.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That would be...
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Forced out to his left.
And he will slide down, but a penalty marker down. And this may be all for naught.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They'll look to throw again.
And this pass is caught by London.
The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Another completion there. You know, we think about the draft back in the spring. He was selected, obviously, the #1 overall pick. There's great money with that, but, Charles, I would think maybe an extra burden, too, or is that not that big of a deal at all?
It actually is in the beginning of his career an added burden, but it's one of those things that if you play well, it becomes something that justifies why you were taken #1. You're fine with that. If you don't play well, it can be an albatross.
A gritty play there. Put his nose down and got his guys a first.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Cortland Sutton in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
This taken in at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission.
And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Here we go.
Second half begins with a run by Robinson.
And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Falcons. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
This will be brought out from the middle of...
And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And the Falcons grab it. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line.
Starting to get the sense throughout the league that more of the special teams coordinators give their guys the green light to bring the ball out because everyone wants big plays to happen. I don't know if that philosophy will hold after that error there. Turn it over that deep in their own territory.
Do guys go rogue there a lot based on feeling?
I think a lot of them just sense that they can make a play and make a huge one to help their team. And they have to have that athletic arrogance about themselves. And every now and then, though, it'll cost them. And that's what we just saw there.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Again, it'll be Robinson.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Only a 3-yard loss there on the sack, but more importantly, it leads to a 4th and goal.
And we'll see Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons.
Yeah, this one will be a 29-yard attempt.
Koo knocks this one through the post. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And some room to roam now. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
105 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Carr. They'll roll him out right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Saints have got it back to within a score. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal.
Makes the score Falcons 31, Saints 28.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. He'll buy some time right, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to make it 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Now Landry. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
On 2nd down, Kamara. That'll get a little bit back, give him 5 on the run, and they'll be left with a 3rd and 13.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So 3rd down, and the Falcons going with a dime, 6 defensive backs. Carr going to throw. Try to lay one up deep. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line. The offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Carr. And he's got it. Touchdown. Make it 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Saints have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he's got room. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 180 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on. And this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. So a nice throw there. And, CD, I have to think you've been impressed with what you've seen thus far here in his debut.
Now, you know me well. I have been impressed because what I've seen is him starting to understand how to play the game in a short amount of time. The dazzling plays, they'll come with experience. But right now, we're seeing him handle the game, make all the smart plays, and the right reads.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. And he is going to have a Falcons first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Again, he'll drop to throw. This one hauled in, and again, it's Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run with Robinson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, no surprise there that he got the ball. When you've got 2 touchdowns already, you're probably demanding it in your own huddle. And you can bet this defense, though, is going to be keyed in on him at this point. And they did a nice job.
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And some room to work. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. They run it again with Kamara. Able to avoid him at the 40. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
29. Now Carr. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Carr down to a knee, and that ought to just about do it. And just how they envision the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know what's really strange? I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like one time a week. The best teams I know, they practice it starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0. Was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1, and to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.